Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am fashionably grateful. And today, we are diving deep into the real differences between Coach Retail and Coach Outlet. Coach is one of those brands where people always think retail and outlet are the same, but they're honestly very different. By the end of this video, you'll understand the quality differences, the pricing differences, the design differences, and whether it's better to shop retail or outlet for your personal style. So let's get into it and really talk about what makes these two Coach experiences completely separate. When you walk into a Coach retail store, the first thing you notice is the atmosphere, the lighting, the layout, and the overall elevated feel of the space. Everything is curated, intentional, and presented in a way that highlights the craftsmanship and premium features of each bag. Retail stores usually display their newest collections right in the front, so you can see what Coach is pushing for the season. These collections are designed by the main Coach design team, and they're crafted with higher-end materials that feel rich and durable right away. The leathers usually have more weight to them, and the bags often have more structured silhouettes that hold their shape beautifully. When you touch a retail bag, you can feel the thickness of the leather and the sturdiness of the hardware, and that alone tells you where your money is going. Shopping retail feels more elevated because it's designed to be. Coach Outlet, on the other hand, has a completely different vibe that's much more relaxed and focused on affordability. The store layout is still clean and nice, but it's designed for high volume and constant movement because outlet shoppers are typically looking for deals. Most of what you see at the outlet is not from the retail store, even though the bags might look similar. These are made-for-outlet designs created specifically with lower price points in mind. The materials are still nice, but they are more cost-effective, and you can feel the difference in the weight and texture of the leather. The hardware is lighter and usually simpler, and the interiors tend to have basic lining rather than the more premium fabrics you see at retail. Outlet is perfect for shoppers who want something stylish, but still budget-friendly. A big part of the retail versus outlet conversation is the difference in the leather itself. Retail bags almost always use higher-grade leathers, such as glove-tanned leather, pebble leather, refined calf leather, and special seasonal finishes. These leathers age beautifully, develop a patina, and become even more charming the more you wear them. They're meant to last for years and years, even with everyday use. Outlet leathers are still real leather, but they are treated differently, tanned differently, and sourced differently to keep costs low. That doesn't mean they aren't nice, but they don't always age the same way or hold their structure the same way retail leathers do. When you compare them side by side, you can really see the difference in depth, texture, and overall richness. Another major difference between the two stores is the design complexity of the bags. Retail bags are often more detailed with extra stitching, decorative hardware, specialty chain straps, unique silhouettes, and artistic flourishes that make the bag feel premium. These design choices take time and cost money, and that's part of what you're paying for. Outlet bags usually simplify those elements. Instead of a thick chain strap, you might get a regular leather strap. Instead of a detailed interior, you might get a single compartment with basic lining. Instead of a sculpted silhouette, the bag may be softer and more flexible. These changes allow Coach to deliver that Coach look without the high retail cost. The interior of the bag is something a lot of people overlook, but it matters more than you think. Retail bag interiors usually feature premium microfiber suede or thick woven canvas linings with reinforced pockets and beautifully finished seams. These interiors help the bag hold its shape and keep everything protected inside. Outlet interiors tend to be simpler and lighter, often using basic polyester lining that works fine but isn't as luxurious. Pocket placement is usually minimal, and there's less structural reinforcement. When you're using a bag every day, you can really feel the difference in how everything stays organized and how the bag handles weight over time. Hardware is another feature where you can clearly see the retail and outlet distinction. Retail hardware is heavier, thicker, and more durable, with beautiful plated finishes that resist tarnishing. The zippers glide smoothly, the clasps feel strong, and the overall hardware just feels like it's built to last a decade. Outlet hardware, while still nice, is much lighter and simpler. The metal finishes can be thinner, and the zippers sometimes feel less weighty. Again, it's not that one is bad, but retail hardware is built with longevity in mind, while outlet hardware is designed to be cost-efficient. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is thinking that outlet bags are old retail bags that didn't sell. That used to be true many, many years ago, but not anymore. Today, the majority of Coach outlet bags are made specifically for the outlet, and they never appeared in a Coach retail store. If you see a retail bag at the outlet, that's usually a rare return or a past season item that got marked down after being pulled from stores. But it's not common, so when you shop outlet, you're mainly getting the factory or F-style designs that were created exclusively for that environment. The pricing difference between retail and outlet is something everyone pays attention to, and for good reason. Retail bags are priced higher because of the quality, design work, and materials that go into them. You're paying for craftsmanship. Outlet bags start at a lower price and often have constant promotions, so you can walk into an outlet on almost any day and get a bag for 50 to 70% off. That's why outlet is such a popular entry point into the Coach world. It makes the brand accessible, but it also means you have to know what you're buying so you can compare it to retail fairly. Something a lot of people don't realize is that resale value differs significantly between the two. Retail bags generally hold their value much better over time because buyers know the materials are premium and the bag was part of the main Coach collection. Outlet bags can still resell, but they typically resell for less because of the difference in materials and overall craftsmanship. If you're someone who likes to resell bags later or rotate your collection, retail may be the better investment. If you plan to keep your bags forever, outlet might be perfectly fine for your lifestyle. Seasonal collections also vary between retail and outlet. Retail releases new collections every season with new shapes, new colors, and sometimes limited edition pieces that you will never see again once they sell out. These seasonal pieces give you something special and unique. Outlet has new arrivals regularly too, but they tend to be variations of existing outlet styles rather than completely new designs. This means that retail feels more fashion-forward, while outlet feels more consistent and predictable. Even the small touches like packaging are different. When you shop retail, especially during the holidays or special collections, you often get beautiful boxes, thick dust bags, and sometimes even ribbon and special wrapping. It feels like a premium experience from start to finish. Outlet packaging is much more basic, and some outlet bags don't come with dust bags unless you ask for one. Again, it's not about one being better, but about understanding the experience you're paying for. The shopping experience itself varies a lot depending on which one you visit. Retail employees are usually trained to walk you through the materials, show you care tips, explain the leathers, and help you find a bag that fits your lifestyle. Outlet employees are helpful too, but the store pace is faster because people are usually walking in looking for deals. The conversations tend to be more about sales, markdowns, and finding the best price rather than the artistry of the bags. If you're trying to tell the difference between a retail Coach bag and an outlet Coach bag quickly, one of the easiest things to check is the style number. Outlet bags often begin with the letter F, which stands for factory, meaning it was made specifically for the outlet. Retail bags typically won't have that prefix, and their style numbers match the main Coach collection. You can also get clues just by touching the bag. Retail hardware feels heavier, and the lining tends to be thicker and more premium. Once you've seen both side by side, those little details become so easy to recognize. Durability is another thing to keep in mind when you're trying to decide which one to buy. Retail bags, because they use thicker leathers and stronger hardware, usually hold up better with consistent daily use. They're designed to last for years, especially if you take good care of them. Outlet bags are still durable enough for everyday wear, but they may show signs of use a little sooner since the materials are lighter and the construction isn't quite as reinforced. If you're someone who carries the same bag every single day, Retail might be the better long-term choice. But if you like to switch your bags out often, outlet bags work perfectly. A lot of people never think about how a bag ages over time, but it's actually a really important part of owning leather. Retail bags tend to develop this beautiful patina, soften in all the right places, and just get better with wear. Outlet bags can still age nicely, but they don't always take on that same richness or depth in the leather. If you love bags that get more character as they age, retail pieces will usually give you that experience more noticeably. The structure of the bags is also different between the two. Retail bags are usually more structured and hold their shape even when they're empty. They stand up on their own, and they keep that polished look no matter how you carry them. Outlet bags are sometimes softer, a little more relaxed, and more flexible, which some people actually prefer. A softer bag can feel more casual and comfortable, while a structured bag gives a sharper and more elevated look. It really comes down to your personal style and what you like to carry. Color options are another area where retail really shines. You get limited edition shades, seasonal colors, and unique tones that you'll never find at the outlet. Outlet colors tend to stay more neutral and classic, which is great if you're looking for an everyday bag. But if you love bold colors, deep jewel tones, or special seasonal releases, retail will always give you more options and more variety. Stitching is one of those little details that says so much about craftsmanship. Retail bags usually have very tight, even stitching with reinforced edges that help the bag hold its shape over time. Outlet stitching is still good and still strong, but you may notice that it's not always quite as precise or as reinforced. If you examine the edges, corners, and seams up close, you'll see that retail just has that extra level of attention and polish. Branding details are subtly different too. Retail bags often feature elevated logo placements, embossed leather tags, metal hang tags, or more artistic branding touches that match the season's design theme. Outlet branding sticks to simpler, more consistent logos and standard hang tags. If you care about collector-style details, retail usually gives you more to love. Another thing that sets retail apart is the variety of silhouettes. Retail releases new shapes every season. Classic designs, trendy pieces, experimental styles, and a lot of these become collector favorites. Outlet silhouettes stay more consistent, focusing on bestsellers and practical shapes that appeal to most shoppers. Both are great, but retail offers more creativity and more fashion-forward designs. And finally, this is where I want to wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helped you understand the real differences between Coach Retail and Coach Outlet so you can shop with confidence and know exactly what you're getting. If you want to shop anything mentioned in this video, all the links are available by tapping the shopping bag on the screen or by scanning the QR code that has been showing throughout the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. I am fashionably grateful, and I'll see you in the next one.